rubber piece across here or something.
And that's the way I got it. Hey, welcome everybody. This is another Saturday at John's. And we'll get going here in a second as soon as I find some stuff. Got to have some stuff. Yeah, I know. I signed in. I did it. Okay. So we'll run this, plug this in. You talk to Dan?
No, I haven't. I wanted to talk to you because we needed to sort of hash out a timeline and all that.
Well, he said not till after.
It has to be after the holidays.
Yeah.
It can't be between now and the beginning of the year.
All right. Let's see here. Tim Reedman. Hello, morning, guys. Okay. So today is just about fixing some of the screw-ups that I got. And there ain't many. But there are some. What the hell happened? I guess it's in the car. Maybe I thought I put the blue fine line tape in the bag. Must be in the car. I'll have to go upstairs and get it. Okay, this is where I'm at. I took the swoops off the nose because I couldn't make them perfect. So John come up with the idea of printing circles up on my plotter and sticking the circles down. Great idea. Yeah, this is a ready to paint already.
Uh-huh.
I don't know where I want to put this, or if it should be bigger. What do you think?
What are you gonna do with the wicks and all that stuff? Or do you have something else to counter the size of this? Because a lot of times you've been putting these on here.
Right, that's where it goes.
Well, you're gonna put. You said you're gonna do that?
Yeah.
You're gonna do that on both sides?
No. I guess it wouldn't look bad.
Unless you had a competing sponsor or something. Although the emblems aren't as big, you pay for your, sponsorship sizes.
Right.
I don't like that. If you had another sponsor that was about the same size as that.
Well, I won't get done today.
Shell logo.
Actually, I think shell should be a little bigger than this, don't you?
We already got shell here.
Yeah, Pennzoil. There's at the shell company. Unless I put wicks over here on this one, and then make some bigger numbers and put on that wing there, which wouldn't look bad, and then find a small sponsor to put here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all about symmetry, so trying to even things out so one wing doesn't look heavy in the other one. Where'd that little wicks one go?
It's on the wing. It's underneath it.
Oh, let me see what we got here as far as. I think we got some other numbers here. We might have a bigger set. In this box. Extra screw ups and all that kind of stuff.
Your numbers, maybe. I don't think I left my numbers over here, did I?
I think there might be a set in here.
We got USA.
GNR, Snickers, StuntHanger.com.
Which is already on there. I don't want to be on my USA.
See, this is MC72 and that little gold triangle.
Oh,
thing.
good, yeah. This can go, this right here can go over that black line. I'm a USA. I guess USA wouldn't look bad there. Really? It's kind of big.
Well, I didn't say they were the exact size. I said they were ones that we didn't use because there was something wrong with
I could cut the end off of it.
I don't know if you have to have that or not.
No, you don't. The bad part about it is that there's going to be a red stripe come right here. So this is too big.
Yeah, I think that's why we didn't use them. These are a checkerboard that probably I'm going to be using. Maybe. Yeah, those four are. That's one of these similar, but it's diamonds more than it is.
Yeah.
Checks.
You already looked through these?
No.
Competing gas companies, Sunoco.
Yeah.
That's your numbers there.
These are sort of plain Jane font wise. I think that's bada bing.
Bada boom.
Bada boom.
Yeah.
It's got some shape to it. I sort of like stuff that's not so military squarish. That might be another reason why we didn't look at them. I thought about using that one.
You can, whatever. If you don't like what you got, we can make something.
All right, I got, this is the other one, which isn't that one. It's more of a diamond
Right.
thing.
I
with
had that
these-
on my, on the Junior I sold Jerry.
I would have to go like that, sort of straight. But it's sort of curvy
Yeah.
with some extra thing. You have to do this one in more than one color for sure. Because of the swoops in it. Stunt hanger. What's this stuff down here? That's just a blank piece of plastic. That says Nobler. Mayan number in some kind of fancy font. 2-color font. Nobler number.
And I didn't think we did any of this small.
Which ones are those?
Those are wicks.
Yeah. That's the ones I got on my Sunoco plane.
Yeah, they cut good.
I don't know how much smaller you can go than that though, because that's getting pretty little. What is it, 1/2 inch?
That's 3/8 of an inch.
3/8.
Yeah, on those letters. I don't know, gotta think about this. That's all I've been doing is sitting looking at this and thinking, well, what do I do now?
That's a 13-inch club.
No good.
Takes a 14 or a 15 or maybe even a 16-inch single blade or 2-blade probably, doesn't it?
15 2-blade, 14 3-blade.
I'm gonna go see, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go see if I've got any big 2-blades.
While you're up there, well, actually, I don't know whether I brought that in or not, the tape. Should be a roll of quarter, a roll of eighth, well, and a yellow roll,
I know it's fine, but
whatever.
you're gonna use
I'm glad
pieces of it.
I'm glad we saved these. I'm gonna put that MC72 over that black line right there,
Okay.
and I'll use them.
Yeah, I didn't throw any of that stuff away. They all went into that box.
Even though I'm not gonna have that gold cowl on here, I'm still gonna put that line, you know.
Right. So it's sitting there.
We got an Amausa. I don't know that I want these on here or not though. What do you got there?
Oh, this was the screw up where it was Juno, but it cut the J off of it.
Yeah.
Remember that? And this was
The flying.
the flying star, the sort of what I thought were on the fin. That goes with that other
Yeah.
sweeping font, sort of.
Yeah.
That looked good back on the fin or something, wouldn't it?
I think we didn't use those because there's not a right and a left. There's 2 lefts or 2 rights.
Correct. They're both the same.
I didn't flip it.
Both the same. Like I said, this is just Gina that's screwed up, so actually I don't even need to be saving it because there's nothing in there except if you can make something out of UNAP or UNAR.
Trash. Make trash out of it.
Oh, there is your in number 12366.
Where?
Right here, and it's smaller than this. Let me cut this out.
Oh yeah.
There's only one of them now.
It doesn't say it has to be top and bottom. Of course, I can always reproduce it if I can figure out what font it is.
It doesn't look like anything special. It's just sort of rounded.
I think it's probably brush strip. A rounded brush. Goes with this. Does the font look like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's rounded brush. Oh yeah. Let's see if anybody said anything yet. Good morning to you from Indiana, Charlie Williams. Hey, good morning, Charlie. Good afternoon, guys, from Scotland. Top of the morning, Mark Lawman, morning. Scotland, it's hard to believe people are watching us all around the world.
All right, that's cool. Hello, folks. That's better. That's more gooder.
But like that,
Size-wise.
as I said, that stripe goes through here, so that would have to go over the top of the stripe or down this way. It would probably work.
You see, this doesn't have anything. It's that G-nar that got cut off, and then actually that G-nar you could use it.
Yeah, except this ain't the Junar.
Well, I understand that, but I'm not gonna just throw the stencil away. You build a G-nar sometime. It's just light right here. We're on the J where it's real close to the edge, but there's still enough room. About a 1/16 of an inch there to get tape on it. Look at that. I think that's just blank.
Yeah,
Hard to see that stuff.
just blank. Save it though,
We'll
because
just stick it in there. You might hand cut something sometime. And then there's these.
I already looked through them.
You look through all them.
Yeah, I got USA and AMA out of it twice. And the MC72.
What's this for?
That's gaffer's tape. I was going to use it to hold the my battery on, but
I used to call that friction tape.
oh, there's the tape right there.
2 rolls of it.
Stuck to the gaffer's tape. Okay, so now,
This one I gave her there.
so we got this.
You're not gonna use these because these are too big.
Yeah.
I'll put them out of the way.
I'm not sure I'm going to use that either. I don't, it's not going to get done today. Whatever. This, I need to pick out. I need a picker. Got a picker right here.
Use me.
As you can tell, guys, this is an unscripted moment.
Yeah, this is
We're
this
just-
is our Saturdays. We never script anything. We just ad lib what we're thinking with at the time. Me, I made these wheel spats or whatever you want to call them,
wheel doors.
wheel door covers. Glued them on there. Got my landing gear cut off. A set of tires on there that I trued up on the lathe. They're still not true. The bearings don't run as true as the hubs. I treat them with the hubs.
A lot of times I'll put brass thimbles in them. You know, eyelets with an
Yeah.
1/8" ID, because brass to steel runs better than them stupid plastic things.
Yeah. You gotta watch these things too, because I found out that these little bearings will come out of there
Yeah.
and they'll bind your landing gear up.
Yep.
I guess while you're doing that, I might just set down some wax paper and epoxy this up.
Slather it in there and wipe it off. Yeah. Okay, this one goes here. Got to get these on before I do anything.
That's that stuff.
Let's see if anybody said. I guess I could use my phone to watch the chat, except the phone kind of dies. Can't believe Matt died. Joe's dead. Matt's dead.
Amazing, isn't it? We're all getting old.
My dad didn't sound good yesterday when I talked to him. My brother called me or texted me and said,
He's no young puppy.
I think the ender's, wait a minute. He says, I spoke with Dad a little bit earlier and he said something that didn't sit well with me. He said he got up this morning and thought, today's the day. Today is the last day. Joanne, his girlfriend, is in the hospital. He didn't sound good at all. Call him. So I did. He was asleep, but we talked. I hope he makes 100. I think the end is nearer than we think. We also said he's having a really hard time getting around. And the only thing that made me feel better was that Penny was at the door. My sister.
Well, I think we're all sort of realists in our own way. That, it's inevitable sooner or later.
These go up there, and this one goes down here. Okay. What is that?
finishing resin.
It is epoxy.
Yeah.
Looks awful thick.
A little bit cool down here.
Yeah, but I need.
There's a heater right over there.
As long as you wipe it all out, I guess it don't much matter. Oh, I was gonna use this.
Must not be too bad. It's hard to keep on the paper.
Saturday at John's live.
Welcome to the United States of America.
Skip as, there we go. Live chat, there we go. Yeah, Keith, I did have the nose taped off, but I took it off. I didn't like it. I told you I would do it several times. Hola, buena tarde. ¿Cómo está? También, feliz Navidad. Año Nuevo. Okay, so I got this. I need the clear transfer tape, which is where?
Over there on that shelf, those gray ones right there behind the pipes, down about waist high or a little less.
I'm gonna have to order another roll of clear, I guess. The clear's a lot better than the. I didn't even bring that other transfer tape. I knew there was something I was forgetting. I ain't gonna get much done today at all. But at least I get these on, maybe. Ordered me a Dr. Pepper hat
Yeah.
and a shirt that says blood type Dr. Pepper.
Oh, that fits you to the T. Well, that's about all I drink too, except I just drink diet.
Okay.
Take these acid brushes, in case you guys don't do this, but I super glue with super thin CA around the metal and glue the bristles in, and then I cut about half of them off. Make the bristles shorter, they work better.
Well, let's see. I got one shot to get this puppy on there. Hopefully I get it on right. Goes right like so. Whoa.
This is epoxy finishing resin. I guess you can hear me talking.
Oh yeah, they hear you. believe it or not, that little microphone works good. Much better than the phone microphone.
Yeah. So it's pretty thin stuff to begin with. The thing about finishing resin is it sands. Doesn't stay gummy
Dries hard.
and it's paintable. It doesn't get that waxy sort of surface to it that regular epoxy gets. I use this finishing resin to put fillets in with micro balloons too. If you don't have any air epoxy like, works pretty good, sands pretty good. A little bit harder than air epoxy than sanding.
Now, do these make sense, John?
Yeah. Yeah. I was just for some reason I had in my mind what you had originally we were looking at, thinking about the big sweeps. And I kept thinking that you were gonna put it on in that manner.
Can't remember how the hell it went. I think it's like this. I think it's close to the top. I guess it really doesn't matter.
Oh, in the eye of the beholder.
Tough because this is a real compound set of curves over here on the wingtip.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a,
Got it though.
you might throw a little heat at this.
You're gonna wipe it all off anyway.
Yeah, I know, but the heat sort of makes it penetrating a little bit. Pretty cold down here.
The bad thing about this clear transfer tape, it's stickier than the other stuff.
Is it?
Yeah, a lot. Okay, those are those two. Okay, so now what am I gonna do? I guess I stick the nose circles on and see if we can make it work. And them ovals aren't gonna work at all. What happened to the knife?
Mm.
Hmm. I might not get that done today either. This is kind of just a kick around day. I mean, this airplane is in no rush to get finished. I don't think we're gonna be flying here anytime soon.
No, I don't think so.
Got dirt on it already.
That's the problem with when you paint them white. Get dust on them.
Had dirt on it already. Okay. Come on, where'd the knife go? Did you pick it up?
Right there.
Okay, I picked it up.
There's a snake, it bit you.
Okay. Scissors. Where? Oh, you picked them up. Everybody's dying. My club brother No Show, he died from COVID.
Did he really?
Yep. Before the big national emergency, Dog said that when he went over there, his oxygen level was way down. And I said, "Man, you got to go to the hospital." They put him on a ventilator. He lasted a week on a ventilator and stroke.
Here we are. Wipe on, wipe off. Grasshopper.
But that was before the emergency.
Yeah, I know. I saw something the other day about that where they think that this thing actually started in September or something like that instead of January. And somewhere else too, not Wuhan.
Okay. I Might end up doing some of these swoops for the 23 on the fuselage too, except now I better not because the can only has it around the Dr. Pepper. Of course, this is a make-believe airplane.
Yeah.
I want to see something really, really strange. Look at these marks right here. You know what that's from? They're not on. It's only right here. You see these marks going this way?
Mm-hmm.
You know what that's from?
I can't tell now.
When I painted the red, the dope loosened up the silk fan and it sagged. And when I came back and hit
you
the
came back over and it shadowed it like
yeah. That's one of them mysterious consequences.
That's exactly what it looks like too.
That's what it is, I'm sure. It's kind of like my Monado with the mysterious gold leaf everywhere.
Yeah. That's one airplane that paid not to clean the gun nothing.
That's a mistake I'll never be able to duplicate.
No, that's true thing.
What we're talking about is back when I did the Gold Leaf for Dummies video, I painted my Monado Miss Ashley red and did the Gold Leaf for Dummies video. And for sizing, I didn't want to use the gold leaf sizing, so I used gold dope. Well, the gold dope clogged up the gun, so I ended up using clear dope. But when I got ready to shoot the clear, I didn't have the gold completely cleaned out of the gun. You know, I had it blown out and cleaned out, I thought. But there's that little strainer in the bottom that still had a minuscule amount of gold flake in it. And I shot the clear over the whole airplane, and it evenly distributed gold flake, minute gold flake over the whole airplane, super evenly too. I mean, it's just by luck.
Yeah.
That effect would I would never be able to duplicate that again.
Did you see a spray bottle? A brand new unused spray bottle down here anywhere by chance?
No, I haven't seen it.
I know I got one and I know what I did with it.
Probably with your forceps.
The shop gremlins got them.
Hey Keith, have a great day. Stay healthy.
Get Keith Bryant.
Yeah.
Hey Keith.
Where's he from?
Sorry, he's a Columbus guy. Very nice guy. Daughter just had some remarkable stuff happen in the sports arena, which was very nice. Congratulations.
He's gone. How much does prop weigh? 3 ounces?
I don't know, I haven't weighed it. It's gonna leave something like I bore a hole in it.
On. That's a gram. It's not as heavy as you think. ounce and a half, not 1.6.
That other one, that eliminator prop's probably heavier.
1.6 ounces.
Really? I wonder if Barb came down here and got my squirt bottle.
Okay, let me get these ready to go and we'll transfer these.
You're right, probably went right where mine.
Exactly where they are.
Man, I went through every drawer, every cabinet, the toolboxes.
Did you look in the refrigerator?
Now, speaking of refrigerator, back in my day, I was drinking rather heavily. I come home from the bar and come in pretty much 3 sheets to the wind, and come in and I fixed myself some pizza rolls. Totino's pizza rolls.
I've done something similar like this.
And I proceeded to turn them into charcoal briquettes
I have done this.
in the middle of the night. Well, that's not what I was getting at. I mean, that's part of the story. It's pretty funny, but they look like just perfect little charcoal briquettes you could go out and put on your grill and grill with. House is all full of smoke and everything, and I woke up late for work. And so I'm rushing to get out the door, and I'm going, I can't find my keys. I can't find my keys. I could not find my keys anywhere. And so I called a guy that lived down the street from me, and I knew he hadn't left his house. Pretty sure he hadn't left his house yet. And he come by and he picked me up, and we hunted and couldn't find them. So I got off work that day, and I came back home. I got to find them damn things. I said, I got to retrace my steps of what I did. And so I started, I came in the door, I staggered here, I made the pizza rolls, and I burnt them, and I cleaned the mess up, and I aired the house out and all this stuff. What I did was when I got them pizza rolls out of the freezer, I had my keys in one hand, the other hand was empty, and I grabbed the pizza rolls, put the keys in the freezer. And there they were, frozen in a little chunk. You're a daring soul.
Yeah.
Put that thing on freehand.
Get one chance.
Yeah, that's it. If you get a wrinkle in it, you can get it screwed real easy. Can be a lot to it.
I'm used to one chance.
Yeah. If you did it the old way with old-fashioned masking tape and all that stuff, you probably have about one chance of it too, without pulling the sub paint up. I've got plenty of epoxy on it. There's zero shine. Oh, you know what I did do? Didn't do the mill spat down.
Yeah, might as well get it all at once.
It's already run off there. Mix up some more.
It's on the doctor's side. I did this one backwards. Oh well. I guess it don't matter. Is that right? Let's see here.
It's sort of hard to turn your head around backwards, isn't it?
Yeah. Dr. P. Let's see, it's on, doubles on the P side. Yep, I did that one backwards. Oh well. I guess I'm not gonna get that done today. Unless they come up in one piece
Still got the transfer tape on them.
on one of them.
You might look out.
I might put the transfer tape back on that one and try to pick it up. I got that one off. Man! Man!
Don't you hate it when that happens?
Can't win.
Slow down. You're moving too fast.
Let's see, what did I do with that other piece? I just took it off and I set it down where? Oh, there, okay. We'll move this out of the way. Model building ain't about mistakes. I mean, because we're all going to make them. It's about recovering.
Yeah. Yeah. How do we fix that?
Ooh, that's not good.
I know there's a lot of people out here probably get on me about mixing epoxy with a wooden stick, that you're not supposed to do it, and I've heard all that. But I'm not NASA.
Not supposed to mix with a brush, are you?
And there's something about the wood absorbs the hardener or some part of it or something like that, and it affects the way it cures and all that stuff.
Shit, I've been doing it for 50 years.
Yeah, paint stick, whatever I had on hand, piece of pine. I think the biggest thing you need to worry about when using epoxy is mixing it enough.
Yay! Okay, so these go on this side. You know what? I better look at it again, just in case.
Yep. It's a good idea.
Okay, the two goes on the P side. And that's, I had it backwards. I get ready to pull this up after we paint it. I want to heat it with a heat gun because it looks like it was having some superheating properties. Hmm?
We can do that.
Okay, that's that one. Okay, got that one. I mean, all this work is going to be and done.
Yeah, it's that's real pissy.
You know, I probably could have laid the stencil out, except this is a color change because it's a different color red. Done it all at once.
Yeah, we could have. It's your stomach?
Yep.
You hungry or something?
Yep. I hope the clear makes this lay back down. At least it's on the bottom. Look at it. Well, that's where the tape stencil was.
Mhm.
Lifting up.
Yeah. Oh. You know what that involves?
What's that?
You know what that involves if it doesn't.
Yeah, refinishing.
Yeah.
Except it's on the bottom and I'm not going to worry about it. That's why I think it would be best to heat them up.
Yeah, make sure that you do it directly over it itself. Don't pull up at all.
Chris Everson says, good morning, Sparky and John.
Morning.
He's one of our members, channel members. If you're not I know you guys are subscribers. If you're not a member, help the channel out by becoming a member. It's $4.95 a month. Not a big deal. Where can you get so much excitement?
Yeah, we're just like a herd of turtles out there. Just
You can wipe that all off, right?
oh yeah, I'm just smearing it on right now. Leave it set for a minute. This is slow drying stuff, so it won't be dry until tomorrow probably.
Actually, not really.
Maybe a couple hours anyway.
And use that new primer we got because it's thicker, and then sand it all off.
Really, the biggest thing I need to do on this stuff is get that end grain filled. That's the hardest stuff to do anything with.
Gotta use the heat gun now. I might take that flap off. But where's the heat gun?
Right here.
Oh.
There's an extended cord up there if you need.
Get that off that flap on the other side so it doesn't do the same thing. I don't need those chicken pox like I had on my other airplane.
Yeah, well, watch out about using too much heat. That'll do it too.
Okay, got it off. We got screwing the paint up. For some reason, it always happens on flaps. I mean,
Yeah.
okay. Just gonna have to be careful getting that up. That's all. I don't know why I didn't do it on the first go around, but now it's thinking about doing it on the second go around.
Well, it don't matter how much thinner you put in it and that kind of stuff, for that matter. It'll happen.
I think what's happening is the paper is separating from the wood
I ripped that stuff up to where
all the way down to the
all the
wood.
way down the wood, and wood came up with it. So, you had penetration into the wood with your substrate, your dope or whatever you're using, and it went into the wood and everything, but you pull that paper, it pulls up the tape, paper, wood.
What happened to those little MC-72s? You bump the camera and we can see the rafters. Oh, yeah. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. It was on what sheet? It was on a
Most of that stuff was that you had over
right
there.
here.
Stuff to the
Right here. So I need to pick these. If I don't put this on here, nobody will know what kind of airplane it is.
Oh yeah, I think they will.
Huh?
I think they will.
I think I didn't use these on the other Tucker because they were too big.
Could be. Can't remember.
It's a shame that they canceled the VSC.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people talking about protesting all these closures and stuff.
Well, I think we're almost to the point where we've had enough.
Yeah. You can only shut people down so far, so long they start losing their livelihood. Businesses close down, small businesses, and the only things that staying open are the big superstores. So
Which doesn't make sense.
can't cut your nose off in spite of your face.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be several more trips over here, or when I go back home for Christmas, before this is done. Of course, I didn't finish my Thunderbolt in a week either. It took 3 months to finish that one. 8 hours a day for 3 months.
Old thing still holds true.
I'm gonna do reds and blacks today, and then fix that. I do, however, think the excrement's about ready to hit the fan. And it'll be 10,000 times worse than what they had this summer. Them soy boys ain't nothing.
Can't seem to find the prop reamer.
Prop reamer.
Yeah, I have the prop reamer down here. Went by the wayside with my frickin'. Dang it. So,
It's with your forceps.
yeah, it's not. This is a tape reamer, and
Yeah, you got a regular prop reamer, right?
yeah, I don't know that the regular prop reamer will go big enough because this has got that.
5/16 plus a step.
Yep.
I always have to use a drill. Now, why can't I see that dark line that I pointed out to you?
From the other side.
Oh, yeah. Right there. So. This. Goes right there.
And this way it takes forever.
Okay.
I'm back. You need anything from upstairs, Pop? Or no, you got Pop?
I got pop in the refrigerator down here. All right, guys. You guys still watching, or have you fallen asleep, or what? Huh. I need to cut that up a little bit. I know these videos are boring. Like, subscribe, share, super chats help. Join and become a paid subscriber. Hit the join button for $4.95 a month. See, what happens is YouTube's a business, and if I don't generate them any money, they will terminate the channel. By golly, I got it on there right. Come on, get off there. I still got to figure out the exhaust, because it's going to get the Al Rabe exhaust treatment down the side. Let's Let's see here. Let's get this battery going here. My phone will die. We don't want that. 5 amp. I have 3 planes I got from Cleveland contest, so any tips or tricks in finishing are most welcome. Still watching. Well, the tips are I have 3 planes I got from the Cleveland contest, so any tips or tricks on finishing are most welcome. Just takes time. That's all I know. Okay, let's fix these spots right here, I guess. I'm taking this fine line tape and I'm putting it to my shirt to take some of the stickum off of it. There's a tip for you, a valuable tip. Because this stuff is so sticky, it will pull off the paint. There's one. Come on. Okay. And I have to go up in the garage and get a yellow roll of tape. Yeah, is there any yellow tape down here?
There's blue tape right over there. I don't think I got any yellow down here.
This blue tape, I know it's supposed to be painter's tape, but it doesn't stick.
Doesn't stick like that yellow does. Yellow's just one step above it. And you don't want regular. That's regular masking tape. See?
Okay, I'm gonna have to go up in the garage and get the yellow tape.
It's a custom meter.
Looks like I need another roll, another sleeve of yellow tape. I got some tape at home, but kind of running low, and over here got 2 rolls left over there. Is the paper down here or not? So it's
I don't have any paper down here.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I do a little bit. Let's get started on it. Okay, let's see. Lead.
Okay, it's charging, it says. Okay, tips and tricks. Blending. I'm gonna paint just this black right here. I'm not gonna paint out here. So how would you get it on there without a line? If you tape straight across like this, you'll get a line. But if you tape backwards like this, you won't get a line. So I'm gonna put that there and fold this back. There's a trick for you. That, and make sure you put the tape on your shirt. Take some of the stickum off of it. I don't make any more work for myself than I have to. And this black will just be airbrushed on there. It'll cover instantaneous. And I got a little white spot I have to dabble on with a brush.
wonder.
I don't know what time it is, but I'm about to get something to eat soon here. My stomach's switching gears. Last thing I had was spaghetti last night.
Yeah, all I had was toast this morning.
With what?
Toast. 11:08.
Is that what time it is?
I'm gonna turn the sweeper on for a second.
Hey, those are ready to go. Well, let's see if anybody said anything here. I don't know. I gotta fix this. My eye goes right to it.
Yeah, it will.
Hey, thanks, Greg. Nobody else would probably notice it. Except me. What?
Probably not.
If I stand right here and the light catches it, it is aggravating. This side. It is aggravating. So I guess about the only thing to do is get that gray putty and trowel it in there. That way I have to fix it.
Pretty much.
I'll get a little painting done today, but we'll all get it done.
Kelly. There is.
Wonder if old Jim Lynch is watching us today.
Could be.
What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
I thought I'd made a sander for this, where you can take and sand your little bit on your top. I made one for $1.20, and I thought I'd made one for 5/16 or bigger. I didn't. So I'm trying to add a big one here.
What are you gonna do about that? You did a real nice hole there. How'd you cut that hole?
Very carefully. I took and sort of stuck a piece of wire in the needle valve that fit real tight
Mm-hmm.
and slid it out so I knew right where it was. And then I took the cutoff wheel and a Dremel and I just cut on each side of it.
How'd
And
you
the thin
get that
place-
hole sanded so perfect? That's what I'm asking.
Oh, well, I did a rough radius in it and a rough radius in that. And then I sort of put it on. I took a piece of tubing with sandpaper on the outside of it and just slowly started spinning it as I pushed down on the cowling.
Mm-hmm.
And that just sort of ate the hole perfectly round. I had to see, this is plywood lined on both of these, so you
Right.
had to get through the plywood first, or that doesn't work. So
Same with mine. I wonder how mine came out. I can't remember.
it came out pretty nice, a little bit smaller than the one I got.
Yeah.
I had a problem. I made some tight like that. In fact, I even put a little rubber O-ring in one of them, and it fit real tight on it. I thought, wow, that looks neat, and it did. It looked really cool and everything. But the needle valve broke on me.
Yeah.
So I started putting, a little more clearance around them. Clearance.
Oh boy.
I was cooking something like that. A new oven and stuff talks to you. It's all sorts of noises.
Tape for 3 hours, paint for 2 minutes.
You're still doing the easy taping.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to go up there and get that other paper.
Yeah, that won't last very long.
Yeah, just go up and get it. Bite the bullet. I gotta get a soda anyway. gotta calm my stomach. Okay. We'll have 50-degree weather next week. Are we ready to fly?
That'd be nice.
You gonna have it ready to go?
Yeah, all right. I really doubt it.
Oh, come on. I can't believe Matt died. Shit. You know, them big guys have a hard road to hoe.
Yeah. They wear their stuff out pretty quick, don't they?
Big Lee, he died. He was big. He was almost 8 foot tall. He was 7'9" or something.
Wow, neither one of these spinners fit this prop.
Well,
Must have to make them cutouts huge. All these things are different, you know that?
oh yeah.
None of these adapters are made identical. And then none of these props are cut, prop spinners are cut identical.
That's why True Turn offers that free. I mean, their props are really, or their nose cones are really expensive, the spinners. But they do, if you send them the prop, they will cut it to fit perfect.
Yeah. You know, I got a feeling that these props right here aren't perfect.
They're handmade.
Right. I'm gonna look at this thing and try to figure out what's wrong. What's sitting first? Who's on first? Who's on second? Who's on third?
My favorite Abbott and Costello skit is when Costello was working in the candy store, and the kid comes in and says, "Mister, I'll take a penny's worth of them jelly beans." Up there, I mean, he had to get like a 20-foot tall ladder. You get up there, and get him down, and he said, "Well," he gets back down, he said, "Well, I'd like to have a penny's worth of those jelly beans right next to him up there." So he got up there and got them. I don't know, went on about 4 times. And he just kind of freaked out.
No doubt. That would tend to piss a guy off going up and down ladders, huh? For 2 jelly beans.
No, that's back when a penny would buy you some candy.
Yeah, we had 2 for a nickel. And it was 2 for a penny. Little gummy things.
It'll be $100 for a Milky Way bar here shortly with all the stimulus BS.
Oh, yeah. Right there. I heard somewhere where they figured it was $262,000 that each American owes in government debt. A month or a year, it was $26,000 or $28,000 a month that the debt was going up, national debt. So, pretty scary stuff.
I see some problems on the back of this flap here. I just have to dowel it in with a brush. I don't know why, but always at the edges of flaps is a problem.
Yeah.
Threading or leading edges.
Where all my problems arise, with paint pulling up, you mean, stuff
Yeah.
like that?
Yep.
Yeah. Them thin edges, I think we just don't get enough wet paint on it, you know, it was, it's not.
Well, if you put enough paint on it, then the airplane's too damn heavy.
Well, it's hard to paint, you know, a level, a little edge.
I guess you just gotta put enough paint on it to represent what you're thinking about. And if they don't like it, too bad.
Yeah, that's part of it, I guess.
Man, that's a lot of paper for just quarter inch worth of paint. Okay. I think I got one more week to come over here before I go home for Christmas.
Yeah. They're gonna give you okay time off or vacation time? Or?
Yeah, it's vacation. I'll be back after the 1st.
Nice to get on your home ground again, huh?
What's that?
Be nice to get home again.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna get me a soda. Okay. I think I'm going overboard for what it's gonna take to do this, because it'll be airbrush done.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, these two pieces are done. I guess the way to do this would be just cut a hole in a piece of paper and tape it on there.
You're gonna airbrush that anyway.
Yeah.
You really don't need to go too elaborate.
Let's see, wind shift. If the paper is wider than the blade, I guess you could use a ruler or some strip seal. Sherman-Williams sells a master that unrolls paper. Yeah, we know. Take a piece of plywood and screw a hacksaw blade to it. Run the paper under the blade. Pull out the paper you want. Yep. We need to make one of those, John.
Paper stripper, paper taper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had one time, got rid of it.
Keep sanding.
Yeah, one of them, this is a prop that spinner that I messed up actually. And I figured I gotta cut it out bigger, maybe I can make this one work. These are hard to cut out.
What you really have to do is you lay it down on a piece of paper, mark out the spots, and then you got to have a prop that you cut off. You know, so right at the point where it's going to intersect, and then trace around.
Well, yeah, but not all props are the same. See, I've got that somewhere around here. This one's not cut off now. See, this one fits down in there all right, but
Yeah, it's not
it's not that prop.
Yeah.
And actually, it's not even right at that, because it shows that one of these is wrong. Well, see, these two are down in there all the way, but then this one got a gap.
Maybe it's too real
It
long.
might be too much. See how much I'm almost centered? These two are down in there buried. So the only way I can do it is I gotta cut these two in deeper. I think.
So what are you gonna do? You're gonna cut that one to fit this prop, and then leave this one, or recut this one?
That one's made for those other props. Those windshield. Or not windshield, illuminated props.
I got a flatback 14 out there, same as this.
Well, yeah, but I got two airplanes, and that's a prop, maybe, for one of them. Maybe. It's the key word.
Maybe. It doesn't sound good, Dan. But it's inevitable. I mean, guy's almost 100. I hope he makes 100. I always used to joke him, we got to get you out of Willard, but Willard don't do it anymore.
Willard Scott.
Yeah. I handle that kind of stuff pretty well. I mean, we lost Jerry. I just lost Matt today. No show. I mean, everybody's just going away. I used to go to Brodax, who I really used to, and I really enjoyed talking to, was Lou Willard.
Yeah. He's a character.
You ever see him with his granddaughters jump around? He'd get out there just like a little kid, jump around. Model airplanes will do that for you.
Yeah, they can make you younger. Place I keep trying to get some burgers for you. Let you try his Boltsy burgers. I found out that he's a diabetic for one, and he had to have his he had a couple of toes cut off here a couple of years ago, and now he's had his leg amputated up to the knee. So diabetes is nothing to sneeze about.
It's going to be hard to flip burgers on one leg.
He's got a granddaughter that does a pretty good job of running the place if he would allow it.
I can't believe what a success Saturday at John's has been.
Well, it's a good thing.
I just kind of did it because there was nothing better to do.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever make this one fit right. This is beyond.
It's foobar?
Yeah, it's foobar. I'll get the tip, but it won't look worth the crap. I knew that when I cut it the first time. Made a huge mistake.
It's foobar.
I don't want to spend $200 on a spinner for tree trim.
You got one of them molding pin machines?
Molding.
Slide it down over the prop and it.
Oh yeah, but they don't do what you need to do. I actually took an aluminum spinner that I crashed and I cut it,
Yeah, I seen that.
tipped it, and I went and I just sat it down on there. Now,
And traced around it. Yeah.
what it does is you can only do one blade. you can't do all three of them because it spreads it out. So the blades aren't clocked right around the radius. But it will give you the angle of each individual one. So you take your spinner all up and you mark one, then you pull it back off and you move to your other position. And that's where you're actually bolting this spinner on the prop you're going to use and marking the spinner. And where each blade comes to comes in handy.
All this work, I mean, you can't, I don't know, unless you guys have built airplanes and painted, you don't realize what I'm talking about. I swear, all this work is for 3 minutes results. It will be done.
Yeah.
I appreciate the thoughts, Dan.
We'll get together after the holidays. Anytime I'm gonna hit on something, it's just gonna just fall in there. Keep it.
You'll be ordering another one. You got more of them?
Yeah, I got more.
I think I might have one or two more. I don't remember. We should have ordered a case of them before.
Yeah, but they wouldn't let you do it. They'd only let you order 3 at a time. And then you had to watch them because they'd say they had 3 in there. And when you ordered, it'd come up back ordered. You're going to cancel that right away, or they'll take your money and you wait 6 months or a year before they get any in.
I'm excited to see my wood coming.
Yeah. Hopefully it'll be nice.
I wish they had more. But they only had enough for one load. Not Jim Lynch wanted to order some, and I just hope it ain't broke. That's what I'm hoping.
Well, yeah, the last stuff was broken out, wasn't it?
Well, I told Craig how to pack it. And he said he packed it good in some type of SIG box.
Tell you, I've gotten stuff in with a 1x tape too. You may cost you on weight, but at least your stuff doesn't get.
He's shipped it to me in a SIG arch box, so that may work out okay.
Pack it in styrofoam and send her some styrofoam.
He insured it, so if it comes broken, I'm supposed to take pictures. And I have faith.
I'm a firm believer in insurance stuff
Yeah,
for pennies.
because they'll pay more attention to it.
You think they will? You hope they will. Yeah. Now it fits better on a different prop. Did before.
I need to order some more blue stencil paper.
You just got some nice stuff. I thought.
Yeah, we've been printing on it. It goes fast. I think I need to buy a bigger roll. I think we bought a bigger roll the last time, so I think I need to buy an even bigger roll. Can't remember how many feet we got, but it wasn't enough.
You start experimenting and stuff. That's what it's costing.
Shoot. This is where it gets you right here. Damn.
Yeah, this one will never be any good.
You're just getting it on there to get a weight, right?
Yeah, I just want something to stick on there for building purposes, and I don't have to worry about messing up a big one. I could just go hog wild and just grind every living crap I know.
Stick a plunk tank in there
That ain't me.
and a pipe and the header and see what it weighs. You know, so you can get an idea.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to spend $100 for a gas tank, are you?
No, I'm gonna make my own.
We'll get Danny over here and give us a hand making tanks.
There you go.
Yes, Radical RC exists, but they're kind of closed down for COVID.
No, they're open.
Are they?
They're just closed on the weekends. There we go. That's not too bad.
No, Brad. I mean,
Oh, it's terrible. Look, this one fits real. This one fits great. The rest of them suck.
like you.
But I knew that because I got it wrong the first time when I made the small cut, and I saw right then and there that there's no way I could sand it out of it because I missed the rotation of it.
Mhm.
And when you do that, you screw the whole thing up. Luckily, these unobtainium spinner. Oh, this one ain't even cut on the front. See how much I knew. Yeah. Well. That was my my doohickey for up the mass product deals.
Okay. John's over there cutting his spinner. We got 8 people watching us all.
Hopefully this won't come flying out of here.
I'm sure it will.
Like I said, hopefully it won't come flying out of here. I don't have nothing to grip on
Just take this sander and sand it. You're not going to run that spinner anyway, right?
now.
Take the disc sander, sand it off, and drill it out. And you're done.
Definitely not run that tree no matter what you do. 'Cause otherwise, that's close to my
Right here.
rigidity to it. There's nothing to clamp on. It's all just,
Right.
let's see. Especially with them cutouts in it. I did this before those cutouts. I still gotta drill it though.
Right.
I'm gonna do all that stuff before I.
Like, subscribe, share, become a member. Hit the join button down at the bottom by the subscribe button.
Very close.
I think I only have 18 subscribers.
For government work.
I'm surprised Craig's not on here today. Of course, I don't know what time is it in Australia. Probably the middle of the night.
Halfway around the world, so.
Hard to believe we got guys Scotland, Australia, France, Brazil, Argentina.
Nice. Glad we do.
Well, there ain't many control line guys in the world. So, well, them guys sure are competitive in the free speech zone, aren't they?
Yeah. Sometimes I think about going in there and saying something, and then I start reading it, and I say, nah, fair enough.
Pretty bad, you gotta have a free speech zone. I thought the whole country was free speech.
Well, the problem arises from,
Crybabies.
well, yeah, I guess you could say crybabies, but nobody wants to have a legitimate conversation. I don't agree with everything that you say or everything that you do. And but that's your way, that's fine with me. I don't care about, I don't have to agree with everything that you do or everything
Right.
you say. But I don't hold it against you. We're still friends, we're still, if you can just sit down and agree to disagree and leave it at that. Have a legitimate, thoughtful conversation about solving something. If you got differences, let's solve it. Let's work it out. Let's find a way. And that's how government's supposed to work.
Yeah.
It's supposed to work. It doesn't, but it's supposed to. If we could just do that, if people could do that, then we'd be much better off. Let's see here.
Okay. I almost got the back half ready to go.
That tank right there will just about fit.
How many,
I picked up the right size. Plunk tank.
how many ounces is that?
Well, it's probably about 7.
Well, 7 is, I don't know whether 7 would make it or not. Wood on 5%.
6 inches long and 1 1/4 inches thick and 2 inches and 2 inches wide.
1 1/4 inches. You have to have Brett figure that out.
Well, if it's only 1 inch thick,
It's 6 ounces.
it's 6-ounce tank. But 1 1/4 inches
So that's
would
4.
be 7. 4 quarters is 7,
Yeah.
Homemade square plunk tank. That's the same kind of tank I got in my SV23 with the PA65, except This one's hard plumbed, and that one's got a bung in it out of an RC carburetor. I made a fitting in the front of it where you can pull out the innards.
And you need another 1/4 inch higher. Of course,
What, 7 ounce? You don't think this will take 7 ounces for a pattern? 7 ounces for a pattern?
7.5. What I do. They're thirsty.
So here's a tank similar to the one, except this is this is a 6 ounce tank. This is what I made up, with an RC bung in, and I made a little round brass piece that fits in here for the bung to go in, because you need some thickness for that to tighten down there.
Right.
And I just got a clunk, and I got both of them together on one, so they move the clunk and the fuel line and the unit flow line move together. So this is a 7 3/4 ounce hard tank that I made, and I had to crush it to clear the pipe because of the header I was using. So it's about 7.5. Now, I mean, it still works and everything, even with the dent in it. And then this setup right here actually probably didn't need to be dented. Let's see. This is more than 1/4. This is 6, 7. This is 8 ounces per 7.5 ounces.
There you go. That's come on.
This tank. Because 1 1/4 inches is 6 times 1/4. So it's only 4 quarters equals 1, so
Yeah. 7.5.
7.5.
The 7-ounce tank would probably work on 5%, but
That's about all I had. That's all I ever run on my 65. 5%.
but you want to have the option to run 10.
Yeah, on them real hot days.
Yeah.
Wasn't too bad this last year. I think we only had 1 or 2 days.
That's because of global warming.
Got up really, really hot.
Okay, so I got a little spot there and then around the fuselage, and then this is ready to go. ears ringing.
Yes.
Huh?
You must be hungry. Put something to write that paint in there so it ain't bouncing around.
Well, this tape job is probably not as professional as John would have done, but it's taped.
I'm not a professional by any means, but got a knack for taping. Wasn't worth the crap at wrapping Christmas presents though.
I could do that because they're square, but you got all these compound curves.
If you got a football, that's what it looked like, a football.
Yeah. Really, I mean, this is overkill for what I'm going to be doing back here because it's, you know.
Yeah,
Huh?
yeah, it is a little bit.
I just don't want any of the red to fall down on.
Now, what you can do for what I've done, when I'm just like only painting the tail, I've taken like baggies and just slid them over the wings and tied them around the fuselage and then laid towels over top of it, rather than taking the whole
Oh yeah,
freaking area off.
I'm not taking the whole thing. I'm going to take that area off.
Okay, well, let's see here.
How many tapings will it be? Because there's more scallops to go on the back. I mean, there's,
Couple more probably.
yeah, at least.
Down there. See that we got a header in there.
Get your wheels on it. Them spats are dry.
Yeah, that's
Huh?
too dry.
They're not dry enough to sand, but they're dry enough to touch. Yeah, I'm hungry. I'm really hungry.
Just get them in there. Good enough. Okay, and that's even got some fuel line on there, about 90% of the fuel line. Considering that tank was flying to go in.
Okay.
Got that
That's good enough. This here, I think we'll use your towel idea. I don't know how to do this easy way. Do that. There is no easy way.
No. Gotta do it.
What?
Just gotta do it. There's elevator pieces over there. Did you find them? Are you safe from the last time?
I don't need them. Elevators are off. Actually, they were stabilizer pieces, and yes, I could have used them. But don't need them now. 80 ounces.
51 ounces.
Yeah.
51 and a half.
You're dreaming. You're a dreamer.
Maybe 52.
Uh-huh. Everything's in it, right? $1,600.
1682.
1682?
Yeah.
64 ounces.
$59.37.
So 60 ounces. Plus, to go to clear, 62.
See, that's how I figure 62 to 64, not over 64.
Stop painting.
Boy, it's right there, buddy. I'll tell you what. I mean,
Now you gotta add them mystery
I've
ounces.
been two mystery son of a bitches. They really gripe me big time.
So you're at 60 ounces now. And you got trim, which shouldn't add to too much, and clear. And you'll be pushing 64.
Yeah, it's gonna be right there. Well, it won't be 74. That's 10 ounces lighter, or yeah, 11 ounces lighter than the airplane that I'm flying right now. And there's an awful lot of 75-ounce airplanes out there that are masquerading as lightweight planes.
Yeah.
So I can tell you one thing, the pilots are much better than I am, and they fly better than I am, and make the airplanes look better at that weight. I can't do it. I'm not that good. I know Kimmy Stevens' airplane's 75 ounces or somewhere right around there.
Well, when you got a gallon of clear on it, what do you expect?
Well, that's from his mouth. That's what he said. He put a gallon on it. And I think that was unthinned.
Well, that only adds an ounce.
Yeah, right. Like that date code, clear code stuff, urethane.
That only adds an ounce.
No, I don't think so, yeah. It added 2.5 ounces for one coat on a Vector. Let alone one of these bigger things.
You know, Kenny has won the concourse.
He has. He's got some beautiful airplanes. But he's also changing that airplane up a lot. He's made a bunch of changes to it. It's not a stock SV22 or 23 or whatever it started out at. They're all the same anyways, that doesn't make any difference. But, I mean, he substantially changed it to where the moments are different, the sizes of the stab and elevators are different, the percentages are different, and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, he's made substantial enough changes to it that it's going to affect the way it flies. Yep, gotta put the needle valve in there, forgot to put that in there.
Yeah, there's an ounce. But it does weigh something. So Yeah.
everything weighs.
It'll put you right at the 60 ounce mark. That's that needle valve. It's not easy to build sub 60.
I think that there's a point you can be too light. I don't know that you can build too light, but I think there can be too light of an airplane for its size. Enough to where, you know, the wind and whatever, you know, flops it around and pushes it around a lot more than a little bit heavier airplane. The same airplane, same frame, same everything.
When you are mounting a tank in a fuel fuselage plane, how should the main fuel line and the motor mount line up? And the motor line up. You want the spray bar on the pickup line.
The unifoot line.
Yeah, whatever. Should be the same. Anyway, Alan Steiner says, sure hope your dad gets better. I'm 73 and lost mine years ago. Still miss him every day. Yeah, it's going to be a bummer but we're all realists. I mean,
The pickup and the unifoot line and all that stuff should start out on your first flight probably the same height off your motor mounts. Identical. You know, if your center line of your spray bar is 3/4 of an inch off your motor mounts, the center line of your tank
theoretically is where your pickup and uniflow line should be on, say, a 1.25 inch tank. It varies, you know. If this is a PA with the spray bar running through the motor, where the clamp for the Venturi is, the clamp bolt, and it works as a spray bar and a Venturi clamp.
I think it's 3/4 off the engine bearer, isn't it? 3/4
Or a half inch is what a lot of them are. But the TAs are 3/4 or 5/8 because it's up higher. Your old motors, you know, you had a 1-inch thick tank on it. So a 1/2 inch off the motor mounts was the center line of your tanks were 1 inch by 2 inches by however long. So you want them to be equal. So if it was a 1/2 inch, your tank should be a 1/2 inch. Or whatever's inside your tank should be a 1/2 inch. With a clunk tank, it doesn't necessarily matter, although I've heard guys that still cut away their motor mounts and stuff, so clunk tanks are like 2 inches thick. Or
Yes, you can raise the tank up.
So you can raise the tank up higher to get the whole fuel load more in line with the Venturi. Although it's not correct yet, but
What time we got?
it's still more in line. 12:30.
It's time for lunch.
Yeah. I'm hungry. That taste don't last so long.
Well, guys, we're gonna go to lunch, and we'll be back after lunch, and I'll finish taping this thing off, and then we'll go down and shoot, and then take all the tape off, and then next week put all the tape back on.
Pretty much. Unless you do a 2-dayer, but you already got stuff planned. I know that.
For what?
You know, shoot whatever you can today and come back over and shoot whatever you can tomorrow. That's not going to help you in the long run because you still need to get clear on the right thing. That would be marathon work.
Yeah, I'm not up to it. I gotta do my.
Laundry and grocery, we did
Yeah.
that grocery yesterday. Day 4.
I'm out of groceries, so I gotta do that. I got one TV dinner left.
The freezer went out a while back and we ended up getting a new freezer. Talk about something hard to find. An upright freezer, not a chest. And upright freezers are hard to find. They're out there, but I'm just saying, they're hard to find. We went to one place, I want to call it a jackhole place. But this is a place that, you know, that really preys on people that are in hardship, you know, or down on their luck, or, you know, very low income. And, you know, no credit needed, refinance any amount, you know, at 35.5% interest or whatever. And we went to this place, and I guess they thought that we were hard up or something, but guy looked at me, and we hadn't looked at freezers really. It was just close to the house, and we didn't realize what it was. And this guy said, what was it? $1,250 for this 12 cubic foot freezer. What? And a freezer that size would be $250, you know, 5 or 10 years ago. I said, nah, I don't think so. We're not going to buy it. We went down to Menards and we found the exact same freezer for like $600. And I'm like, half price. What this guy was asking is unreal.
All right, guys, thanks for watching. We're gonna break for lunch. We'll be back after lunch, and we'll see you again. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya. Come on. Let's go get something to eat.